We're joined now by Captain Craig Clay, freshly after that draw. Craig, what are the emotions like in the dressing room following that frustrating 90 minutes?
The boys are just down. We know that was miles off it, if I'm honest. It was nowhere near good enough. We went at it from the start. Probably had a little 10-minute spell when we went 1-0 down. Probably gave us a rocket up our backsides, but overall, nowhere near good enough.
Do you know why that might be? Can you kind of begin to diagnose it at all, or?
It's a tough one, to be honest. I don't know if maybe a few of us a bit shot on confidence, or it's been an awful run, but we're just, don't know, even just running around and hard work, I just don't think we're at it at the minute, and we've got to pull our fingers out and sort that out ourselves.
Is that something that you're working on individually, everyone, or is it a collective effort that needs to be shown?
Yeah, I think personally we need to do it for ourselves, take a bit of pride for ourselves, and collectively, do you know what I mean? That's not good enough. They're playing for points to guaranteeing safety, and being honest, they was probably better than us today. Do you know what I mean? We rolled over and just didn't really turn up. So yeah, we need to sort it out and quick. And
as we've already spoken about, really, it's the goals that are really kind of hard to come by at the moment. It's 2 goals from set pieces in the Grimsby in today. How do they come about? They seem so elusive at the moment.
Again, it's another one. It's a tough one. I think it just starts our all-round play. Do you know what I mean? Like we're rushing things from the back in the middle, and then not maybe giving the boys clear-cut chances up the top. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's just not quite fluent at the minute, and they're not just rolling in. But yeah, again, that's something else we need to sort out, and then we need to start doing it quick.
In terms of kind of the performance, you know, we've had 2 games here this week where, you know, it's a frustrating performance against Stevenage, a 0-0. 1-1 against here, but then it was more a consolidation phase of bouncing back from losing to Exeter 4-0 last weekend. It must be quite almost a turbulent time, you know, just as players in terms of not producing at a level that you want to be, but at the same time getting 2 draws, but the draws that you feel.
Yeah, Tuesday was probably about bouncing back from Saturday, like you say. The Exeter again was nowhere near good enough then, so you need to come out and get a clean sheet and bounce back from that. But 2 home games to get 2 points, like from us, if we're being honest, it's not good enough. Do you know what I mean? At home, you should be going up against teams and going out all out to get the 3 points. So yeah, it's not good enough.
Well, what's the next steps then? You know, full week of training this week coming up. It looks like you're trying out a couple of different systems as well, and then Newport away, which is not an easy place to go, but you know, but they've not really been at it either in recent weeks.
No, we'll have a full week this week. Obviously, I'm sure the gaffer will get into us this week and more ideas, work on stuff more, but it's not even about that. Like I've said, it's just the basic stuff: running around, grafting, tackling. No gaffer can teach us to do that. We've got to do it for ourselves. So maybe it's a week to kind of come away from it a little bit. We haven't got to choose the game, so maybe a little of a big breather, and then we've got to be at it next week, because if we're not, then do you know what I mean? It's not. Anything could happen, so we've got to do it for ourselves.
Yeah, do you think? I wanted to ask. I mean, I asked Josh Coulson before the game about this as well. This season feels like, because it's been so topsy-turvy, because there are no fans in, and we get into a stage, you know, we're mid-March now, where, you know, kind of the season feels like it doesn't know whether it's coming or going, especially where we are in the table. Has that kind of played a part as well, where it's just, you know, it just feels like maybe the end of the season can't come soon enough?
Not really. I think today did feel a little flat, like it was a, you know what I mean, end of the season nothing game, which is still 12 games, whatever there is. Like we can't amble out the season like that, playing like that. So no, we can't let that creep in. And yeah, it's like you said about the fans. Obviously, it's awful that they're not here and we're getting no atmosphere, but I don't want to use that to make excuses. Both teams have to deal with that home and away. So
yeah. And you've taken the armband yourself recently, following Joby stepping up, and how hard is it to, you know, after a couple of draws and that defeat at Exeter, how hard is it to kind of get everyone back up and try and fight for the 3 points again?
Yeah, like I say, I think probably collectively we are a little bit shot of confidence at the minute, so that's something we've got to work as together and stick together and get us back on it. And I'm sure maybe when we do have that one good game or the goals start flying in, I'm sure people's heads will go up again. But yeah, it's tough, but we're men, we've got to sort that out ourselves now.
And as we've already touched on, Newport on Saturday and a fresh week of training. How does it feel in around with the boys now and looking ahead towards that one?
Well, yeah, and obviously the boys are in there, they're disappointed, they're angry, like I said earlier. But we can't hang on to that back in Monday morning, and we've just got to kind of put that to bed now and go into next week, you know what I mean, at it and working a lot harder than we did today.